Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Now that we've covered the basics, let's explore how emotional intelligence can truly transform your relationships and help you connect on a deeper level. Reflecting on experiences for growth. Every experience, whether it's a success or a failure, offers a chance to learn more about yourself. Reflection allows you to step back and examine how your emotions influenced your decisions, actions, and outcomes. One useful habit is to set aside time for self-reflection. This could be at the end of the day, after a major event, or during a quiet weekend moment. Ask yourself, what went well today? What didn't? How did I feel in those moments, and what can I take away from them? Writing these reflections down can deepen your understanding. When it comes to failures, resist the urge to dwell on embarrassment or regret. Instead, focus on what the experience taught you. For example, maybe a heated argument taught you that your tone can escalate conflict, and now you're aware of the importance of pausing before responding. Failures are stepping stones to growth when you analyze them thoughtfully. On the flip side, reflecting on successes is equally beneficial. It helps you identify what worked well so you can replicate those behaviors in the future. Did you stay calm under pressure during a work presentation? Think about why. That insight can guide you when facing similar challenges down the road. Reflection doesn't have to mean overthinking. It's about pausing, looking inward, and learning from your experiences. The more you do it, the clearer your emotional patterns and growth opportunities will become. By practicing mindfulness, welcoming feedback, and reflecting on your experiences, you can steadily strengthen your self-awareness. This core pillar of emotional intelligence empowers you to better understand yourself, and in turn, improves the way you interact with the world around you. Cultivating empathy to strengthen relationships. Empathy is the glue that holds relationships together. It's about genuinely understanding another person's feelings and seeing things from their perspective. While it may seem like an intuitive skill, empathy often requires intentional effort to develop. By listening actively, stepping into someone else's shoes, and turning understanding into action, you can create deeper connections that strengthen trust and communication. Active listening skills for better understanding. True empathy starts with listening, not just with your ears but with your full attention. It's more than hearing words, it's about tuning into the emotions and meaning behind them. When someone speaks, are you really present, or are you already planning your response? Active listening requires staying in the moment and focusing entirely on what the other person is sharing. Here are practical techniques to improve your listening. Give your full attention. Put your phone away, avoid interruptions, and maintain eye contact to show you're fully engaged. Listen to understand, not reply. Resist the urge to jump in with advice or solutions. Instead, pause and reflect on what they're saying. Pay attention to nonverbal cues. Notice facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language. These can provide valuable insights into how someone feels beyond their words. Paraphrase what you hear. Reflecting back what the speaker said in your own words shows you've understood them. For example, it sounds like you're feeling frustrated about the situation, is that right? Ask thoughtful questions. Encourage them to share more by asking open-ended questions like, how did that make you feel? Or, what's been the hardest part for you? When you practice active listening, the speaker feels valued and understood, which builds trust and strengthens your connection. It's a simple yet powerful way to show empathy in everyday interactions. Practicing perspective taking. Imagine standing on a hill and looking out at the world. From your viewpoint, you see things one way, but if someone else is standing on the opposite side of the hill, their view looks entirely different. This is perspective taking, stepping outside your own experiences to understand someone else's. Why is this important? Because people come with their own stories, struggles, and viewpoints, none of which are exactly like yours. Perspective taking helps bridge that gap. Here's how to practice. Pause your judgment. When someone shares their thoughts, avoid jumping to conclusions. Instead, ask yourself, what might they be experiencing to feel this way? Use what-if thinking. Imagine, what if I were in their shoes? This doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It simply helps you understand their emotions and thought process. Ask clarifying questions. If you're unsure about their perspective, ask in a curious, respectful way. For example, can you explain more about what that was like for you? Consider their background. Reflect on their life experiences, culture, or upbringing that may influence their perspective. Perspective taking requires effort, but it deepens your understanding of others. The more you practice, the more naturally it will come, and you'll notice how it expands your empathy and reduces misunderstandings. Demonstrating compassion through actions. Empathy isn't just about understanding, it's about showing that you care. Compassion turns understanding into action. When someone you care about is struggling, small gestures can make a big difference. Here are ways to demonstrate compassion. Offer support that's meaningful to them. Ask, how can I help, instead of assuming what they need. Sometimes people just want a listening ear, other times, they may need practical help like running errands or lending a hand with tasks. Be present during difficult times. If they're going through something challenging, just showing up, physically or emotionally, can be enough. A simple, "I'm here for you," can provide enormous comfort. Check in regularly. A quick message or call to say, "I was thinking about you, how are you doing?" shows you care even when they're out of sight. Celebrate their wins. Empathy isn't only for hard times. Celebrate their successes with genuine enthusiasm, whether it's a new job, a personal achievement, or overcoming a challenge. Respect their emotions, even if you don't fully understand. Avoid dismissing or minimizing what they're going through. Phrases like, "That must be really hard," or, "I can only imagine how that feels," show you're empathetic, even if you can't relate directly. Compassionate actions don't have to be grand gestures. Often, it's the small, thoughtful efforts that remind someone they're valued and supported. Over time, these actions create stronger, more meaningful relationships. By focusing on active listening, practicing perspective taking, and demonstrating compassion through actions, you can cultivate empathy that strengthens your personal and professional relationships. Empathy not only enhances the way you relate to others but also fosters deeper bonds built on understanding, trust, and care. Improving communication and interpersonal skills. Strong communication and interpersonal skills are at the heart of building meaningful relationships. They help you connect, resolve conflicts, and ensure that your thoughts and feelings are understood. Developing these abilities can open doors in both your personal and professional life. Let's explore a few practical ways to enhance how you interact and communicate with others. Establishing clear and honest communication. Clear communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When you express yourself transparently and listen actively, you minimize misunderstandings and create stronger connections. To improve clarity in communication, be specific. Instead of saying, "I'm frustrated," explain why. "I'm frustrated because I feel excluded from the project decisions." Use I statements. Instead of blaming, focus on how you feel. "I feel upset when plans change without notice." Ask for confirmation. Follow up with, "Did I explain that clearly?" or "Does that make sense?" to ensure understanding. Honesty also plays a key role. Being truthful doesn't mean being blunt or harsh. You can balance honesty with kindness. For example, if a friend asks for feedback, you might say, "I think your presentation was strong, but adding more visuals could make it even better." Great communication always involves active listening. It's not just about what you say, but how well you listen and respond. When others feel heard and understood, trust grows, and so does your ability to work through challenges together. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.